Hey guys, Kev here, and say hello to the Blaurock Blades BR-B4. So I want to do an overview on this knife. I'm really excited about it. I think this is a phenomenal knife. This is a CNC custom knife made in Germany by a maker. And man, shit, now I'm not positive. It's Michael Blaurock, I think it is. He is German, which is awesome because I'm German. I'm originally from Hamburg, was born there, moved to the States when I was 3. But I have family there. My mom's whole side is there. And when I was a kid, we'd visit for a month every year, which was awesome. And I speak fluent German. It's not the best anymore, but I can hold a conversation at least. And it's just cool to see a maker from my, country of origin. And not just a maker, but someone who's killing it. This knife is phenomenal. And, the spoiler alert on this is I want one. I just want it to be left-handed because it's just unfortunately not a very ambidextrous knife, which is fine if you're right-handed. So I wouldn't buy one just because I'm not right-handed, but if he made a lefty, I'd be all over it. It is a wonderful knife. So let's talk about it. I actually reviewed the BRB3, I believe. I figured that one out. NAF Sergeant loaned it to me, aka Luck Knives. And I liked it, but I had some issues with it. And I can't remember everything, but it wasn't my favorite knife that I had ever reviewed. I think the detent was a little bit softer than I liked, and the ergos weren't the best for me. But man, this BRB4 really just hits on a whole nother note. I think it's a phenomenal piece, and I'm really excited about it. Now, they are hard to get, so, some of you guys are going to watch this and want to know how you can get one or give me shit because I can't help you get one. This was passed around to me by Blaurock Blades. They were kind enough to send this to me. It's going around to some channels, so I will be sending this on to the next guy shortly. But I believe they're somewhere around $700. I saw on their website they had the BRB4 XL. I didn't know they had an XL, but they had an XL one listed for $723, which was sold out. But that kind of gives me an idea of the price. So it's probably around $650 to $750, I would say. I do not believe this is the XL because I have a large glove size hand and I can just barely get a full grip on this. Now, I do love this choke up position. This is something I've gotten used to on other knives. And I think maybe when I first handled this, I wasn't that adept to this type of a grip. But basically, you just choke up, and it does feel a little awkward at first because this finger is so far down. But you get used to it, and after handling enough knives like that, I actually really like this grip because what it does is my fingers nestle perfectly, and then I just have this really good sort of pressure situation. There's this good relationship between my thumb and my index finger, and I'm really just able to put a good amount of pressure down with my thumb, and it really lets you drive through cuts really well. Really enjoy that. You have a nice hollow grind back here and a flat grind up here. You can see the delineation line there. Very well done. It looks like it's a CNC bevel. Think Grimsmo knives, where you have those lines on there. It's because it's done on a CNC machine, which I believe takes a long time, but also means he doesn't have to send the knife out for bevel grinding. Really nice edge on it. I'm honestly not even sure what the steel is on this. It's probably on the COA, which I would have shown in the unboxing, so you could check that out. I believe it's RWL34 now that I'm thinking about it, but I could be wrong. It has these slits in the blade, and holy cow, are they amazing with this detent. So that's one of the things that's different than the one I handled before. The detent on this is stout. Almost too strong for some people, I would think. But for me, absolute money. When you flick this thing, it is suns out, guns out. I mean, this thing just, pow! I mean, it fires out of there. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I can't state enough how awesome that reverse flick is. And it's not the sole reason. It's one of the main reasons that I want this in a lefty, because I can't do that left-handed. I cannot reverse flick this left-handed because the lock bar is all up over here. And if you put any pressure on that lock bar, it is locking up. So I have to be on the clip, and then I just can't get a good, spot to flick it. It can be done, obviously. It's just not like comfortable or good for me, honestly. The action on this thing is silly. So you'll see disengage, and it just wants to come down. It's a pretty heavy blade for the frame, I guess, but great action on it. Looks like there's skiff bearings in there. So I don't know if he makes his own washers or bearings or whatever, but I think it's just skiffs. One thing I want to note is the flipper tab is interesting. So you have the hole in the flipper tab, which really matches the overall aesthetic, which I like. And then it's kind of a low point, kind of Vero-ish style flipper tab. Here's my lefty, actually, Vero Synapse. So you can see how it's kind of built into the back side of the spine of the knife, right? So you don't have a flipper tab sticking out that can get in the way, right? That's basically the point of this style of flipper tab. And with that being said, you don't need a super strong detent for it because it's sort of an inline flipper. So this does have a strong detent. So you need to be careful, because if you put any pressure on this lock bar, it will bind up, and it can hurt because this flipper tab has some gnarly jimping on it. Doesn't look like it, but it really digs into you, especially if you can't open it. So I just need to make sure I'm on the clip or low enough on the lock bar or over here, and then it flips just fine. You get used to it pretty quick, and I'm sure right-handed folks don't even notice because they're so used to being off of lock bars. And when you flip it like that, it's great. It doesn't hurt or anything like that. It's just the occasional time where I kind of bind it up, it does kind of sting a little. But that's a little minor thing I just want to point out. I love the finish on this titanium. Look at that. Beautiful. You can see the kind of machine marks on it. It's just really nice. Got some milling pattern, micro milling right here. I love the, I was going to say 6 gun, but it looks like an 8 barrel sort of pivot. And then you have the BR over here for Blaurock. I mean, this thing is just sexy. Look at that clip curving with everything. Just really phenomenal, and it does fit my hand rather well. So again, I just really want a lefty version of this. The action, man, it's just so good. The lefty flipper tab move works pretty well. Just stay off the lock bar and it pops easily. So if you're a flipper guy, then you could rock this lefty. There is a steel insert. So lock bar insert is in there. See if I can get you a good view of it. It's mounted internally, which makes it look very clean from the outside. See that screw? You can see that big old lock bar insert in there. And then you have a white ceramic detent ball, which is nice. I think white ceramic detent balls are better because I believe they are smoother. Then you have your stop pin back there, if you can see that. Very nicely done. Everything is put together really, really well. You can tell he has refined this knife. He's taken feedback from previous models and really dialed it in. And another cool thing is this is a side project. He does this in his free time. So he's not doing this like full time or anything. So imagine if he could pour every second into this. It would be, I think it would be another Roosevelt type situation, in my opinion. This thing is that good. I love it. So my gripes are just a little bit of the frame lock tension there, and then I wish it was left-handed, and that's really it, except for one other thing I want to note is the tip. So the tip is very easy, like right there I'm touching the tip, so it's not like protruding from the scale. But if you dig in there, it's getting me right there. If you dig in at all, you can grab the tip here. So he really needs to bury that a little bit. I think it would only take a little bit of a stop pin adjustment, and it would seat that down just a little bit more. or bring this up slightly. Like, I don't want to mess with the aesthetics or anything, but really should take care of that because, you know, I don't know. It's just an OCD thing, I guess. Most people, if you're right-handed, you're not reaching in this way, but if you did, it would get you. But you're going this way, so you're fine. It's more of a nitpick than anything, but I do think it's always good to keep those tips nice and buried. That's what she said. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I love it. This is the Blaurock Blades BRB4, and I could not be more excited for Blaurock Blades. I think they're doing some wonderful stuff, and I'm excited to see what they do in the future. If they ever make a lefty, I want one. And if they ever make something that's a little more lefty friendly, that's right-handed, I want it. I'd love to support them. Love seeing a German maker like this crushing it. So let me know what you guys think. And I love you guys. Oh yeah, Friday night gas station grip is okay. I mean, you are hidden here. You have a little bit of a guard, and you could do some pokey. So Slurpee is safe with the BRB4. So love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.